Alright, so I've already got my corner tack, and I've begun going down to the side. Now, what I have done in the past and learned not to do is tack here and then tack here. You actually want to run along your side, because when you're doing especially a 2-foot long piece such as this, if you were to do the ends, the center won't necessarily be flush with your edge, and if you lock those in, then you'll have a bow, and that's very difficult to get out. So you're actually best off to just go every couple of inches, tacking it along the way, and making sure that you continue to be flush. And something else that's quite subtle, this table is not perfectly flat. It's actually high right here where the center leg is, and I take advantage of that, because if I were to be having the spot I'm going to weld in the valley of the table, then I will be putting a gap into it. And even the slightest gap when you're doing such thin material will create a blowout. You want it to be flushly touching, with this absolutely touching your base material. So I just center it up over that high spot, actually be right here, and then I'm able to bend this out to be precisely where I want it, and tack. Move down the line. I'm not moving, the material is. Again, so that way I stay on top of my high spot. And occasionally you want to empty out little beads that come off of the wire. Otherwise they get stuck underneath and give you all kinds of headache. Now you can hear that I had a slightly different sound to that. I wasn't in the crack. I actually got more of my weld on the side than on the bottom, which I don't want, but you can tell there was a definite difference in tone. Pushing it onto the edge and then checking with my fingernail to make sure I got just the slightest bit catching. So I'm going to sand that back down later. Now mind you, I'm doing this for aesthetic purposes. In the event of being under the hood, holding a batteries box together, this level of precision is not necessary, but you will feel good about it. Didn't sound beautiful, but it worked. So right here, maybe you can see some of these beads that accumulate.
What are you doing with them?
I'm making a video, JR.
Oh.
Showing a friend of mine how I weld aluminum. And so then the next part is to make sure that as I weld up this seam, it is perfectly square. To do that, the simple combination square. Does the job perfectly. Lay that on there.
Oh, it's got that metal on it,
That was one. And we're good.